Big news coming in. Vaccine politics now erupting. SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav says won't get the vaccine shot. Akhilesh Yadav saying that I don't believe in the BJP vaccine. Meanwhile, UP Deputy Chief Minister Keshav Maurya hits back at Akhilesh, saying Akhilesh has insulted scientists. He should apologize. Akhilesh Yadav there, SP Chief, hitting out at the BJP, almost insulting the vaccination rollout program, saying that he is not going to get the vaccine because he doesn't trust in the BJP's vaccine. Meanwhile, Keshav Maurya, Deputy Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, hits out at Akhilesh, saying he must apologize. He's insulted scientists who worked hard towards this vaccine rollout.
देखिए, मैं तो नहीं लगवाऊंगा अभी वैक्सीन। मैंने अपनी बात कह दी और वो भी बीजेपी लगाएगी, उसका भरोसा करूंगा मैं? अरे जाओ भाई, अरे अपनी सरकार आएगी, सबको फ्री वैक्सीन लगेगी। हम बीजेपी का वैक्सीन नहीं लगवा सकते। जिस सरकार ने ताली थाली और हेलीकॉप्टर उड़ाए हों अस्पतालों पे, क्या जरूरत है इतनी बड़ी चेन की? क्यों वैक्सीन की क्या जरूरत है? हम लोग आप सब बिना मास्क के बैठे हुए हैं। ये केवल कोविड उनके लिए, विपक्ष के लिए कि कोई कार्यक्रम न कर ले विपक्ष, और ये चलाएंगे इसी के बहाने महंगाई, इसी के सामने बेरोजगारी, इसी से अन्याय छिपाएंगे अपना।
Let's quickly cut across to Gaurav Bhatia joining us from the BJP on the phone line. Mr. Bhatia, here is Akhilesh Yadav hitting out at the vaccination drive, saying he doesn't trust the BJP's vaccine, giving this vaccine a political spin. Your take on that?
My take is only this: as a concerned citizen, this is the most irresponsible statement not expected out of a leader like Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, who has held a constitutional position. And I think that he is mocking human lives, because the reviving fortunes of political parties cannot be based on human lives. So we have to rise above petty politics. And on one hand, where Narendra Modi ji and the government is going all out to ensure that we protect human lives and every citizen's life, these people come out and they show how shallow their thinking is, that they even try to do politics over such an essential and important part where the country is united.
Right. When it comes to Akhilesh Yadav and speaking of COVID-19 preparedness and the efforts that the government has put in, what's your take on his involvement in ensuring that the state of Uttar Pradesh, if not for the country, fought this pandemic collectively? Did he contribute at all?
I would only say this, that see, it is our duty that we come forward and we support the government irrespective of which party's government it is. But say if you do not have the capability of supporting the government positively, at least stay away and don't try to undermine the efforts of the COVID warriors and people, scientists who are trying to ensure that they inoculate every citizen and we protect their lives. This is very, very unfortunate and cannot be forgiven. And I think the citizens would always remember this irresponsible statement. Apart from the politics that we do, they will not forgive Mr. Akhilesh Yadav.
Keshav Maurya, UP Deputy Chief Minister, asked for an apology for insulting scientists. Do you agree?
Absolutely. I think there should be an introspection by Mr. Akhilesh Yadav himself. And he should, in fact, consult his own family members. I don't think his family members would also agree with what he is saying.
Right. Mr. Bhatia, here is a vaccination program that's almost coming to a good close with the rollout of the COVID shield, possibly mid of January. This was the most awaited news people have been looking forward to. A lot of rumors that have been spread across on the vaccine. Prime Minister Modi has said in his speech not to pay heed to it. Now with political leaders with the kind of influence that Akhilesh Yadav has, raising suspicion on this vaccine, what does that really project? And how would you advise people to focus on the larger picture?
I think, first of all, I disagree with you that he has great influence over the people of the state. But at the same time, even if you can influence one human being, you have to be on the right side. And your suggestions and your work should be constructive. When you try to mislead people, you try to score some political brownie points, it definitely doesn't augur very well for the state and the country. And I think people believe firmly in the government of the day and the state governments will also come forward to fully cooperate. And that is the kind of spirit that we need to ensure that we are able to effectively fight the pandemic.
Bhatia, thank you very much for joining us with those details. Here's, of course, the BJP hitting back, asking Akhilesh Yadav to apologize for his statement. He says, I don't believe in the BJP's vaccine, therefore I'm not going to get the shot. Akhilesh Yadav making a statement right before the vaccination rollout program, which we'll see, which is indeed a mammoth exercise. India, one of the largest populations in the world. It's going to be historic for the country, and at a time when we've lost lakhs of people to this pandemic, this vaccine does come as a ray of hope. Abhishek Mishra joining us for more details. Abhishek, a statement that Akhilesh Yadav has made, not too sure if his own party members will agree with him, but he says, I'm not going to take the shot, the vaccine shot, because I don't trust in the BJP's vaccine. Giving this vaccine and belittling the efforts of scientists who've put in all their hard work to ensure that people are safe.
Well, absolutely, Navila, and this whole comment by SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav is going to be definitely taken very critically, not only by the BJP, but also by the opposition other parties, because on one hand, we have seen today there was a dry run throughout in India. You know, preparations are underway. Soon the vaccination program will start, but questioning the vaccine is not only just for the political mileage and making comment on the government, but it is going to have some different, some more impact on the people, because as of now, we have seen that there is a situation where the people might question the vaccine, and there is a lot of misinformation being given through social media. Then giving such kind of a statement is definitely gonna impact the campaign which the government is trying to lead in India. And as far as the COVID vaccine is concerned, the preparations are going on, and today was the dry run, and soon the vaccination will start with the frontline warriors. So certainly it's a very political comment by Akhilesh Yadav to target the BJP government, but definitely is going to come up with something more. Yes, BJP leader has already come. Keshav Maurya has said that he need to check before saying anything, but in a whole, where on one hand there is a movement going on with the kind of cases we have seen of coronavirus, and now the news
this is unfortunate. What he said does not go down too well within the political circles either. You can't, this is unnecessary at a time like this when people are waiting for a vaccine. You trust the basic structure, the medical infrastructure within the country. Giving it a political spin is unnecessary, and that's exactly the kind of heat and flack that Akhilesh Yadav has received for his comment, saying it's a BJP vaccine and I will not take it. Thank you very much, Abhishek Mishra.